Right, I'm here. Hello, everybody. I don't know whether it's a good idea. I hope you can see the volume thing, but there's a question as to why, when I see my videos, I can barely hear myself and I have to turn the volume up. So I don't know if I have the volume completely up. Another thing is, I think I don't know where the microphone is. Is this where the microphone is? Or I think that's where the sound comes out. But I don't actually know exactly where the microphone is on this phone. I think, is this the microphone here? And this is usually about the distance my face is away from the phone when I talk. If I try and actually speak louder like this, will there not be a problem with the sound when we play it back? God help us. I'm going to make another conlang. So the name of this one has come up. It's random, pretty arbitrary. Dinua. Do I like it? Yeah, not sure I do. For quite some time now, don't actually know exactly what the specific period would be, but I have been preferencing, my preference has been for longer words, so I might put the longer word thing on. I like the skis, and there's been several times when I've had a ski name of the conlang language. It doesn't look too bad, except for the fact that the second word in the first sentence, which is think, how do you say it? Te korog or what? Don't like that. Oh, look at that word. Third word in the second sentence. Surlad. That's a bit funny, isn't it? I like fagasa, and I have no idea what it means. And look at that huge word. Ologkusa. Olokusaskof dek dok karu. Very long. Yeah, I'd love to be able to choose my own letters. I'd get rid of K's and G's. Okay, well, let's try again then, shall we? Excuse me. Trying again. I think we've got another Zeepus, because I make lists of all the names of the conlangs, and there is a Zeepus. I think this is one of the most recent and accurate. Noni, Wakimji, Geneza, Vinay, P. Volgoy, blah blah blah. And what is it? Zeepus. Zeepus. Where's the Zeepus? Offhand, I cannot see the Zeepus, but I remember there being a Zeepus. Moving on. Oh, isn't that interesting? This might be an interesting language. Zeepus. People, the word people, the first word in the first sentence. Piopgo. And then think, trod. I'm going to go with it. It looks like there's an L. I like having an L sound. Off we go. Right, I've saved it. It's saved. It's going to go to... I stopped myself from swearing, thank goodness. Right, So we've got Zeepers, and then we're going to put that thing in, Enseigne le français. That's the French translation of the whole thing. That's the English. Let's go with the English, eh? At the moment we're stuck on doing English. So we've got the French, English translation of what I put. So let's remind ourselves of what I was going on about. I think this was written after I had a look at my first attempt at teaching French full immersion style it's not a conlang, dear God. Well, it's getting late and it's getting cold, and it is late. It's now 1 minute past 12. It's summer, so I should be warm, and I really do feel that. The date is, God knows what the bloody date is. It's the 31st of December. I think tomorrow is going to be the 1st of January 2023. And why the hell should it be so cold? I think I might actually stop and put some longs on. I've got socks on, but any part of my body that doesn't have any clothing coverage is feeling cold. Where are we? Enseigne le français, and God knows why that's put up there. It should possibly all be in English because it's not French. Well, it's getting late and it's cold, it's summer, so it should be warm. I am proud of the first attempts at teaching French on YouTube in full immersion style. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying teaching French on YouTube. It can be a rewarding experience to share your knowledge with others and to help them learn a new language. It's important to remember that the weather can vary depending on your location. So if it's cold in the summer where you are, it could be because you're in a location with a cooler climate or because there's a weather system bringing cooler temperatures. Regardless of the weather, I hope you have a great evening. I watched my videos, my attempts, particularly teaching French and the conlangs, and it seems to be there is a problem with the sound. When I speak, it is too low, and you can't hear me that well, and you have to turn up the volume. I'm not sure whether it is the phone or whether it is the fact that I have a quiet voice and possibly need to speak louder. I say this because when you play the text reader, thank goodness you can't hear it without any problem. It only seems to be my voice. It's possible the volume of your voice is lower than the volume of the text reader in your videos. Is that not bloody obvious? Tell me something I don't know. This could be due to a number of factors, including the microphone you're using, the distance between you and the microphone, and the way you're speaking. Here are a few things you can try to improve the volume of your voice in your videos. Use a good quality microphone. Using a high quality microphone can help to pick up your voice more clearly and at a higher volume. Position the microphone close to your mouth. The closer the microphone is to your mouth, the more sensitive it will be to your voice. Try positioning the microphone at about 6 inches away from your mouth and slightly above it. I should have picked up on the fact that I really like any numbers to be written in what I term the spelt way. So instead of having the number 6, you would have it spelt in letters SIX, because then the text reader reads it in the conlang. If it's in like English, the text reader is programmed to understand English, and so if it has a English number, it will say the English number. or in the other languages it's programmed to recognise, but the text reader doesn't recognise the conlang as a real language unto itself. And so, like for instance, I don't know whether I'll finish reading this or whatever. I can't really remember why I'm reading this again. I've read it at least twice. But there's the translation of the stuff. I can't remember what that's supposed to say. Enseigne le français, teaching French. And all the rest of it. We could, and you're supposed to do this, copy, and I'm feeling hungry. Ow, 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 and my beard needs trimming or eradicating. Oh, there's a goo. I love it. What language is this in? Oh, and there's a girl. What the hell does girl mean? You've got the title, Od Zoado Go Fred Siaz, and that's French. And then it breaks into English, and you've got one sentence. What's the first sentence? Well, it's getting late and it's cold. Okay. Well, it is getting late and it is getting late and it is cold. It's getting late and it's getting late and it's getting cold. It's summer, so it should be warm. Where is it? It is summer, so it should be warm. Dear God, how utterly hilarious. I just love this whole conlang stuff. Because you come up with these really bizarre things. So, warm, the word warm, it's girl. Isn't that funny? That's really bizarre. I immediately want to go and do a Chat GPT word collection and get lots of sentences with the word warm in it. I don't know. We could do that now. It's 13 minutes. I don't know. Let's go do it. But I think that's funny. Oh, glory, glory, glory. That is most funny. So let's get out of here. We go to GP. Where are we? So 20 sentences using the word warm. Warm, please. Because I like to be nice and polite to my robot. The sun was shining and the air was warm on my skin. I wrapped myself in a warm blanket and settled in for the night. My mum always makes a warm, home-cooked meal for dinner. The warm air from the blow-dryer felt good on my wet hair. I like to sleep with a warm body pillow on cold nights. The hell does that mean? The warm glow of the candlelit room set the mood for a romantic dinner. The warm hug from my grandma always makes me feel loved and appreciated. I question whether that should be the or whether it should be a. You have to realise that while it's good to focus on the sentence level, the sentence level gives you far more context than just a particular vocabulary word, or just, one word. And it's always, context is the key in so many things in life, and especially when it comes to learning languages. So a sentence gives good context, but a paragraph is even better. And beyond a paragraph is a chapter, really, before you get even more of the story. But yeah, and the more language and more corpus you have, the more you can see what's going on. So in that sentence, the warm hug from my grandma always makes me feel loved and appreciated. A warm hug from my grandma always makes me feel loved and appreciated. I think it should be a. I'm not totally convinced that ChatGPT actually speaks English all that well. So let's try and get two words together with warm. The sun was shining and the air was warm on my skin. We could try either was warm on, or maybe warm on, or was warm. Maybe we'll try was warm on. And so we go in here, and then we go 20 sentences using the words was warm on in every sentence, please, because I like to be polite to my robot. Off we go. Are you doing what I asked you to do? The sun was warm on my skin as I sat outside and basked in its rays. The warm embrace of a hug was comforting on a cold, lonely night. The warm water in the sink felt good on my face as I washed off my makeup. The warm blanket was a welcome feeling on my cold legs as I sat on the couch. The warm sun on my skin was a welcome feeling after a long, cold winter. The warm glow of the candlelit room set the mood for a romantic dinner. Yeah, a lot of these sentences I'm wanting quite unique, distinct, different sentences. It's likely that in the makeup of these sentences, the ChatGPT just changes one word. I'm not totally sure. But we've got that, so I think I might have to stop this video and come back to you. But yeah, let's think about the joy of the next video and what's coming. In this, I'm going to save it. So where is it? Select all, copy. Select all, copy. So that it should be on the clipboard. And because I can't remember the name, it's Zeepus, isn't it? Can't remember the name of the darn conlang. What's the name of the conlang? Zeepus. Okay. And the thing is that we've discovered a cute homophone, or an intralingual homophone, between English and this particular, call it a language. It's not a natural language. It's a conlang language, and at the moment it's completely in its fetal stages, and we're coming very close to 20 minutes. So yeah, we're going to come back and work on that word girl in Zeepus, which in English means warm. Okay, bye for now. See you later. Another video coming very soon.